only comedy, and it's based in we're on young people in a school setting. And Clarence Brown, who unlike a lot of directors, didn't like to deal with the Hollywood backlots and the sound stages. He liked to go on location if he could, and he went all the way across the country with his crew to shoot this in an authentic setting, which is small town New England, which is where it's set. And this was he resonated with this because his earliest memories were a small town Massachusetts. So he went to a town very close to where he was born in Massachusetts and shot the movie. But all the details from the movie, let's go to the next one, had to do with what he remembered about Knoxville. And this is an actual banner, a Knoxville High School banner. And these are, actually the first image of the whole movie is another Knoxville High School banner. Or maybe that's the very first image. But you see these, they're like Easter eggs through the movie. There are about 7 or 8 different KHS banners that you see sometimes prominently, sometimes off in the side somewhere. But in 1935, when this movie came out, and it had Wallace Beery and Lionel Barrymore, again, people who had performed in Knoxville when Clarence Brown lived here, and a young kid nobody ever heard of named Mickey Rooney was in the movie, but he kept using these references to KHS in different ways. In such a way that his classmates who were still around there came en masse to the Tennessee Theater, about 25 or 30 of them, to watch this movie together. And they dissected it and decided that the whole thing was based on their memories, his memories of Knoxville High School, down to, we have an interesting picture next. This is a dance scene. They think that he completely rebuilt the interior of the old girls' high school, aka Knoxville High School, on Union Avenue, and this kind of Victorian building with the kind of palatial building, it really was, with the arched windows, and that they said even the piano was placed exactly where it was. And there are other scenes where you can see statues and things like that. They say those were all things that he remembered vividly, like a photographic memory of, and I think it was a particular night, in fact, in 1904, that he was remembering, because they had a lot of recitations. And this was not in Eugene O'Neill's plays. They didn't have recitations, but a lot of the movie is very comical recitations of bad reciters. And this was something that Clarence Brown was very good at, even though his friends said that he put himself in the play as this kind of diminutive, undersized kid doing a recitation of Poe's The Bells. Anyway, but they say even the class song that they sang was their class song from KHS. It's probably his most personal movie. It's a very lighthearted movie, but it's fascinating to think of this as a kind of vivid memory of Knoxville, even though it's set in New England. Anyway, later on, Katharine Hepburn said that Clarence Brown was a very unusual combination of artist and with a romantic streak, and an engineer who likes to learn how machines work and make things better. He was, I think, at the same time, kind of a theater nerd and a gearhead in one brain. But every movie for him was an engineering project, as a good movie. Many good movies are, but especially Clarence Brown's movies are that way. I appreciate your coming out tonight, and I hope this has been a technical success. Clarence Brown would be proud if it were. We'll any questions? We have a few minutes. So yeah, no problem.